What's going on, BARKOUR athletes? Welcome back. Today, I want to give you a quick breakdown into the essential concepts that you must understand before getting started with movement for this system or course, prehab. Alright? In order to succeed during your prehab training, you must understand the following concepts. Number one, spinal protection is everything. The reason for this is that it becomes your structural awareness for your body positioning. Now, most people are not aware of what their spine should look like, and we're going to go ahead and go in depth into that. But for right now, what you got to remember is that before you start moving, your number one priority is to make sure that your spinal protection is guaranteed in everything that we do. This is the most important thing because we're looking to maintain spinal decompression. Spinal decompression is one of the most overlooked concepts in movement due to the fact that we prioritize physique over the way that a movement feels and our protection. Look, I understand you can achieve physique really quick. Your physique is honestly around the corner if you understand certain concepts of nutrition. Now, when it comes to movement, before you get crazy with intensity, you must first learn how to control your own body. So, step one, understand the ABCs of spinal protection. Number two, tensegrity. This means tension for internal integrity. Remember, tension is important because without tension, your body is not going to be able to engage the internal girdle that will allow you to go ahead and protect your spine by decompressing it through the movement. Tension for internal integrity. Remember, it's more important that your body is long because that way you're not letting the weight of your head, which is pretty heavy, about 7 to 10 pounds if I remember correctly, and then decompressing all the way down onto your spine. So think about your phone here, then you're here, then you're here, and now we're here. Okay? So my main priority by speaking to you about this right now is to give you some great education as to how to approach movement without bringing intensity first. Just bringing in some simple brain concepts, because remember, here you're going to train your structural awareness. When you get to tensegrity, you're learning how to activate your muscles to lengthen your body. Next, we're going to go into what's called global positioning. See, the body can be placed under various global positions. This is what I like to call different tones, all right, of movement. The tone of movement is going to be defined by the position of your body. Let's consider this marker. This cap is going to be our head. This right here is the body. So you can understand this person's in an upright position. If I were to take this person here, this would be now facing down. This means that they are now in a different global position. So when we're facing down, even though our global position may change, you must still be able to recognize the simple concepts of spinal protection and tensegrity. This means that you are now lengthening through that way and that way, as opposed to being able to focus on up and down tension. Now this is key, guys. It's key to your success as we move forward, because this develops your body awareness. Without being able to train the brain to be comfortable in a proprioceptive awareness manner, meaning that you understand where your body is at, the joints of your body, you understand where they're at, even if you're in a different global position. The number one thing you want to think about is this, guys. There is no reason for you to focus on ABCs without tension, right? If you're trying to move on to different positions. If you're standing, fine. It doesn't matter, because that's what's called lower back pain. If you don't pay attention to this, you're going to suffer from lower back pain. The moment you change your global positioning, meaning if I start facing down and I don't pay attention to these two concepts, now because I've changed my global positioning, I'm exposing myself to more risk because I've completely forgotten the first two concepts of movement. So this is why I make sure that everybody understands that these three things are the most important things before we move forward. Once you understand this, then you can put your body into various shapes. All right? Shapes are very much like sounds. Until they are defined by a crowd or multiple amounts of people or masses, then it won't be understood. So let's go ahead and talk about how we can turn these shapes into words so that way when you are moving, you're able to tell a story, you're able to describe a movement through your body positioning, and from afar when somebody sees you performing a movement, they can see nice, beautiful shapes. This is what calisthenics is all about. Body control, awareness, and structural tension. Look guys, I just want to make sure that you understand the fundamentals of movement. Movement has been one of those things that has been ignored for generations after generations. My goal is to help you simplify the process, the understanding of it, and the concepts that really are required for people to succeed and excel in movement, and we're going to simplify it for you. Now, here is by far the most important thing, because all of this, anybody can make sounds. Anybody can make sounds. Now, it's not about making noise. I love being able to cut right through the noise, like my boy John says all the time. You've got to cut right through the noise, because honestly, when people are just making sounds, they're just making noise. Now, what we want to do is put you in a position to succeed by teaching you the proper engagements. All right? The proper engagements that you will need to succeed in any shape, movement, or type of sport. It's all going to be, everything across the board requires these perfect engagements or proper engagements. There are 7. Now, you know our alphabet has 26 letters. We only have 7 engagements. These 7 letters or 7 engagements are what make up the words that we are going to go ahead and show you, or the sounds that we are going to go ahead and communicate to you so that you can understand to be X or Y. Now, this right here is the most important thing, because as we excel in our ability to engage with our body, this develops that mind-to-body connection. Everybody always talks about being more self-aware. Let's break this down, guys. What is to become more self-aware? In my opinion, to become more self-aware, you must understand when you are standing, sitting, driving, laying down on your bed, holding your phone, whatever you do, you must understand your ABCs for spinal protection. Then you must focus on how you decompress your spine during these activities to provide you with spinal protection through your muscular awareness. Then we move on to recognizing what global position you're in. Let's be honest, most of the time people will be standing, and this is why if we're going to stand, you'll notice that most people have a tendency to slouch. Well, when you hang, you have a tendency to lengthen. Now that slouch is going to be gone because you're actually going to be working and developing the postural muscles that you need to improve every day to make sure that your posture is on top of your game. Now most people when they hang, they just get a stretch, but if you take the time to develop the small muscle groups, you'll be able to improve your posture, you'll be able to further yourself as an athlete, because you'll see that there is no lack of strength coming from the upper body. And this is why global positioning is key. It allows you to train your entire body in the way that it's supposed to be trained, as opposed to being one-dimensional and being on your feet, on your back, or on your butt. Next, as we move on and combine these two, you'll be able to see that these movements are found everywhere. Shapes with engagements gives you either a good movement or a bad movement. And this is where trainers are here to help you with. Trainers are here to help you understand the proper shapes and the proper engagements you should be undergoing through each exercise. Now, when you go into a Bay Life Academy, this is the education that you'll be receiving at our actual facility, and that is why you as an athlete are getting exclusive information to guarantee you can further yourself beyond the bars and prepare yourself for success through our simple prehab education. So stay tuned, watch the next few videos, and I can't wait to see you succeed. So please email me, message me, whatever you need so that we can help you get there. I'd love to help. Have a blessed day. We'll see you in the next video.